This is the perception. Men and women is lives. What matters the most? When you see a female boda cyclist, what comes into your mind? My name is Sharon Ilalo. Welcome to the Perception Show. The Perception is going to be showing on YouTube, and it's also going to be showing on FicTube at www.fictube.com. And you can also access our app on Google Play Store. You can download the app, and that's where you can access the perception. When you talk about the perception, we are meaning a number of things. We're going to be tackling gender. We're going to be tackling economics. We're going to be tackling politics, literally everything in life. The perception as a verb or as a concept is like the way your mindset about certain things, the way you perceive things in the society. When you look at a ball, what makes you think that it's a ball? Like, what comes into your mind? What are you supposed to... When you see, like, when a girl develops breasts, when your daughter has developed breasts, what comes into your mind as a mother? What comes into your mind as a father and as a society? Is it an initiation to adulthood? Is it like, what comes into your mind? Do you think she's mature because she has developed the breast? When you see your son deepening their voice, what comes into your mind? All of this will be found in the show, The Perception. So when you talk about the perception as a show, we are just looking at literally the way people perceive things in the community. And we are aiming at empowering people, not only women, but also men, children, the PWDs, like everyone in the society. We empower. Why we mostly emphasize on the girls and the women, it's because they are the people that were historically disadvantaged. They are the people that were historically oppressed. That's why we put more emphasis on the girls. But it doesn't mean that being feminists or activists, we are only looking at women and girl empowerment. No, we are looking at the entire society. We are making it possible for men to live with empowered women, because we can see these days most organizations are coming out to empower women, but they're not teaching men how to live with the empowered women. They're not empowering men. They're not men are being left behind. They don't know how to associate with these empowered women. So with me is a group of panelists. They are intellectuals that did not only make research and critical thinking about the perception, about the society, but also went further in understanding the reality of the society. Let me give each one of them an opportunity to introduce themselves.
Thank you so much, Sharon. My name is Kopsinje Gertrude. I am a feminist, a gender activist. I am an actress. Yeah, I am a student. Yes, so I am passionate about feminism, and I am passionate about working basically with women, children, and the disadvantaged men, because I don't want them to be left out and only concentrate on the girl child that is disadvantaged and forget that not all men are advantaged. Yes, so that is what I'm passionate about. I am an actress. Thank you.
Thank you, Moderator Sharon. My name is David Enoch, and I'm a scholar. I'm a student at Macquarie University. If an activist, an advocate, and a project planner. When I hear the word perception, to me, perception, these are ideas within the society. These are ideas that we hold, the text we hold about each and everything in society. When I say, like the moderators earlier commented that when you see a person, a girl child developing breasts, like what do we perceive? What's our take as society on such a girl? When we see a boy who has developed, who is within their secondary characteristics, what do we take on that deep voice? What do we perceive it to be? I think these perceptions we hold, each one of us, because perception is quite a diverse concept. It varies from society to society and it varies from person to person. Each one of us holds their own perception. And these perceptions we hold really drive and inform our cognitive psychic. the way we relate with someone, the way we behave even with each one of us. Let me say, if I believe that beating and let's say kicking someone is good, then let me say I will end up beating them because I believe it's right in my own way. It's the way I perceive it. I perceive it to be good. So perception to me, they are the ideas, and really welcome you and call upon you to really be hands-on with us, to take you through the way people and societies believe and perceive things, the way they perceive them and understand them.
Thank you very much for the opportunity given to me. I'm Irene Kovsinche, a student from Makara University, a feminist, a model. I have a lot to say. I don't know how to even describe myself. But all in all, we are going to talk about perception. We are going to talk about reality, things we see in our society. The society influences the way we live. Our parents, you find a child wants to do something else, but the parents are like, my daughter, Irene, I want you to be a lawyer. You get what I'm saying? There is also this thing in schools. If you're a girl, you're going to do arts. For you to go and be like, I want to do BCM, the school, like the teachers even... doctors are men, engineers. They'll be like, Enoch, you're the engineer. Even at home, if I'm to go there, Daddy, I need school fees for this and this. And then Enoch also goes. Most cases, they'll be like, Enoch, have. Irene, wait. You get...
always think that education is for the men and not the women.
That's the problems that we are facing. But all in this show, trust me, you're going to learn a lot. You're going to enjoy. Stay tuned. You always watch us on FicTube every Saturday. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you so much, Kovsinje Irene. Now we are going to look at perception versus reality. Like perception towards the different sectors of the society. I want you guys to tell us. I want you guys to talk to us about the different ways in which people perceive different ideas, like different things in the society versus the reality. What do you think should be the truth? What do you think should be the way things should be? And why do we disagree, us as a team? Why do we disagree with the way people perceive certain things in the society? Okay.
Thank you so much, Sharon, and my fellow panelists. I would look at the perception versus reality towards work. For example, when you go in an organization to look for a job, and you find that the woman who is going to interview you is, your boss is going to be a lady. Most people perceive or think that she either slept with the top boss to be where she is, but not because she's educated or qualified. That is perception. And then the reality is these ladies are educated. I mean, they hold PhDs, they have masters. So they are qualified for what they are doing. But the perception that society has is a woman being in the domestic sphere, yes. Being in the kitchen. Yes, being in the kitchen, you cook. They do not expect you to stand in an interview room and you make or certify the person interviewing you that you're really qualified for what you're asking for. If I'm to talk about the perception towards education, the perception versus the reality. Education, yes, you've said that, I quoted you saying that there is son preference. But we are forgetting that in reality, if a home becomes financially not stable or unstable, and you're my brother, for example, I am your sister, my mom would look at me as someone who will, go for marriage, yes, but they will still feel like, even if you're not educated, Enoch, still you will go outside and hustle. So if they give me the opportunity to study, Yes, there is son preference, but still there is also daughter preference somewhere. Because they'll feel like, if I'm educated, I would stand for my rights. Yes.
This depends on the society you're coming from. Most cases where you find daughter preference, in most cases we are talking about urban areas and developed societies. When you go to villages, in most cases there is son preference. Everything is meant to benefit the sons. When you look at the land inheritance, customary land, it's always given to the what? To the male children and not the women. Education, we are seeing a lot of early marriages in remote areas. So I think when you talk about daughter preference, it most times surfaces in urban areas.
Yeah, I wanted to be clear because society, either urban or rural. And if rural, where exactly? Yes, because you might find that someone is in Masaka, for example, or Fort Portal, where I come from, but still has daughter preference. They feel like if this guy goes and works somewhere as a porter, he will earn. What I cannot manage. If my parent's mind is not geared towards my early marriage, she will give me the opportunity to study. So we should talk about these things, but basing on which society, which family you are coming from. The educated families feel or they are really passionate because they know the importance of education. Yes? I would like to give my fellows an opportunity to also talk about the perception and reality. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Stretching on the topic at hand, like what is perception versus reality? To me, I think one influences the other because the perception we really have influences the reality we live in. Let's say if I perceive that wife battering is okay, then my reality will be, I'll batter your wife. I think the perceptions I hold inform my reality. But where do those perceptions really come from? One, as Kubsinje Irene literally earlier on stated, that really our perceptions are deeply influenced by the process of socialization. But where does socialization come from? Through the social institutions. Believe me and you, perceptions are really a bone of social institutions. And these social institutions really inform our reality. Let's say there is a total deviance between a person or a child who grew up from, let's say, Kololo, and a person who grew up from, let's say, Kasubi, over here in Chikoni. These people are two, but they are both human beings, but they are totally different. The way they perceive things is totally different. Because a person from Kololo, let me say, a child from Kololo may perceive that really milk comes from fridge, and he doesn't know where really milk is coming from, and they don't know how poverty really plays down to a person who lives in Chikoni, let's say. So really, our perceptions and our realities are really informed. The perceptions inform the reality we are living in, because literally, if you really look at the reality is ugly, let's say. The reality we are living in is ugly, as Gertrude have earlier stated that. Really, if we look at it using a gender lens or using it in man and woman deviancy, we could say that a man is really is believed to be at a good position in some aspects, because there are aspects where a man is really doing so badly, and a woman is believed to have been in a very disadvantaged position. That's why the affirmative action is coming up, positive discrimination, whereby we are earlier solving the negative discrimination women went through. The earlier histories really put women through. Believe me and you, perceptions and reality, one informs the other. And until we break the negative perceptions and the negative stereotypes, the negative debriefs we hold, inside us, and which are within us, which we are taught right from the way we are born and the way we are raised, these positions, the negative versus the positive, will continue really coming out. Male and females will always. At a certain point, a man will be disadvantaged, and at another point, a woman will be advantaged.
Should you want to say something?
Yeah, adding on the stereotypes, when we talk about the stereotypes, I'm looking at a woman being seen as a mother. For example, attaching you to motherhood. You will go in an organization and you want a job. And they'll be like, okay, she's going to get a job, yes, and she's going to get pregnant. She needs leave. You have to replace her with someone you're going to pay.
And also continue paying.
Yes, so, yes, and even they will see you as someone lazy. Someone lazy can't be up by 6 to be at work by 7. So they'll feel like if they give this man an opportunity, yeah, he will be better. Because he will wake up, just shower, go to work. But the lady will wake up, you have to prepare your children for school, like a lot of things. So the stereotypes attached to a woman being weak, a woman being lazy, a woman being a mother, they are disadvantaging these women. So we have to look at all these stereotypes. We have to break the perceptions, yes, that are attached to girls, attached to women, to men as well. Yeah. So because most times, yes.
There is also where you can see like, okay, let me see, I'm Irene, I'm educated, I'm a graduate. I go, we apply for a job as a secretary. There is also this other guy, let me see, you're still a student at Makerere University. We both go. I'm a graduate, you're an undergraduate. We all go and then we apply for a job. Trust me, there, same position. There are 99% of him getting the job, and then I miss out. Do you know it?
Yeah.
It's what they'll be like, she's a girl. They even first judge you the way you are, the appearance. They tend to judge a book by its cover. You get?
Those are perceptions.
Okay, it's like
Yeah.
most employers prefer employing people that they think are rational thinkers, they think that are strong enough, they think that can handle, and with all these stereotypes, they believe it's the man that is supposed to do what? To take that position. So they leave the woman. Either you don't get the job, or you get the job, but on different terms and conditions. You're supposed to do something first for you to get the job. Either you bribe the person, or we all know what happens in these offices.
Yeah, adding on what you're saying, as you say, they will first look at you, be like, yeah, she's cute. I mean, so you have to do carpet interviews. Obviously, not because you're educated, not because you're actually capable. And believe me or not, the work you get from carpet interviews, you cannot stay in that work for a very long time. Because I'll come when he thinks I am beautiful, and then Sharon comes and he's like, Sharon is more hotter. So it means I will not have my job for a long time. And it is affecting my income earning. Yes.
I am really capable of doing it.
I have the perfect CV, but I cannot access the job because when I refuse to sleep with him, obviously he will tell me, you know what, you're not qualified, just go.
Also, the men face the same thing.
Yeah.
Like currently, I don't know where the world is taking us, but man, things have to be changed.
Men, talking about the men, I said earlier that women are also now in big offices. You will come and you're a very cute guy. I mean, you have the height, you have the looks. And she'll tell you, man, give me 1 night and I give you the job.
Okay. The show is so interesting. We don't feel like having a short break, but then, as they say, work without play makes Tom